Hey, what's going on, you guys? And welcome back to Girl, I Got You. I am Toya and I am your host. So, listen, last episode we were talking about this concept of it's not your fault, right? And we got into finding blame with ourselves. And so, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is, when we do find blame with ourselves, we can then often move into this space of shame, right? And shame is a real thing. And what I have found that when we become ashamed of something that we've done, or ashamed, even something that we're telling ourselves, a story that we're feeding ourselves, right? Shame moves us away from God because, God, how can you love me? And I've done this, or God, how can you love me? And this has happened to me. With my divorce, there was a sense of like, I'm ashamed of this because I didn't go into this thinking this was going to happen. I didn't say I do to think almost 14 years later that we were going to end up divorced. And so that was something that I was ashamed of. And it's like, God, I don't know what to do with this. But there was a period of time that it kept me from him as opposed to moving towards him. Right. So that's something that I encourage you. You want to release. You want to release the shame to him, right? There's nothing that he cannot handle. There's nothing that has caught him by surprise. And so if you find yourself in a space of shame, if you find yourself in that space of fault finding with yourself, I want you to release it. He can handle it. He's got you covered. He's waiting for you to come and draw nearer to him because as you draw close to him, he's going to draw close to you. Okay? So I want you guys to remember. I want you guys to remember that. So right now we're getting ready to get into your purpose. Is not tied to who left you. Okay? I want you to let that sit for a minute, right? It's not tied to who left you. Your purpose is not in their back pocket as they walk out the door. It is not boxed up on their U-Haul truck or in a little duffel bag as they roll out. It's not what your purpose is, right? It's in here, right? God placed purpose in us already. We've talked about this before, right? God is the one that gives you your purpose. It's already on the inside of you. So no one can take what they did not give you in the first place. I know in relationships, sometimes we can lose ourselves. We can lose ourselves in relationships. We can lose ourselves in the other person. And so it's easy to think sometimes that when they're gone, what do I do now? Who am I now? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do with my life? This is something so new. Like, I've never experienced this before. Like, what is going to happen with me? Right? I know for me, at the top of 2020, I was blogging. My blog had just launched. I'm getting my social media together. I'm getting great feedback. I am doing the things. Your girl's on top of the world, right? I just knew like it's up from here. And less than 2 months later, I get hit with a separation. When I talk about a blow to my confidence, when I talk about a blow to everything I thought that was going right, man, listen. So that's why I speak from this place of thinking that when that person leaves, when that person walks out of your life, that somehow something about you, something about your purpose is attached to them and they take it with them. And I'm here to tell you that is absolutely not the case. So, listen, when we understand that our purpose is not tied to who left us, then we can begin to focus on the people and the environments that serve us. The people and the environments that create a space of healing for us. Those people who can encourage us, that can speak life into us. The people that see us a lot of times beyond where we even see ourselves, right? They are the ones, those are the environments where our energy needs to be, not on who left you. Because I've heard it said like this, that if they were able to leave you, they weren't meant to be a part of your future, a part of the purpose that God has called for you. You know, when I first heard that, it sounded a little harsh. I was like, man, that's okay, that's aggressive. However, as time has gone on, I have absolutely come to understand that and experience that. And I see how that does make sense. So I want you to make sure that you are focusing on who is left, right? Be grateful for the people you do have in your life. instead of focusing so much on the person that left. The people that are here for you, the people that are cheering you on, the people that are holding you accountable, the people that are pushing you and creating safe spaces for you to be who you are supposed to be who God is calling you to be that amazing person that you are becoming. Those are the people that you want to focus on, not who left. And I also believe that in this space, that when we're not solely focusing on or thinking that somehow our purpose is wrapped up and tied up in the person that left, it can begin to expose your purpose, right? That's what a lot of this is about. This is about our purpose on this journey. So it begin to expose your purpose. It can elevate your purpose. Like I said, for me, I was already at a certain level. And then when this happened, I quite honestly thought I was like shoved and pushed and kicked all the way back to square one, to zero. Like now I have to start all over again. But that's not true. It literally just took me to another level when I allowed it to, when I healed in a healthy way, when I began healing in a healthy way and really starting to understand that, okay, there is purpose in what I'm going through. And God is going to use it. He's not going to waste it. I have purpose. Purpose is within me. And so how I show up every day, that is the purpose that's on my life for that day. Not who left, not what they did. I really just cannot stress it enough. Like they're gone. They are gone. They have walked out of your life for in that moment, but your purpose remains with you. So you have to look inward and we have to seek God on what it is He's calling you to do in that moment. This is a matter of something as simple as the phrase that we've all heard before, letting it go. Letting them go. Letting what they did to you go. Letting what happened to you go. It's not that we're giving them a pass. It's not that we're justifying it. It's not that we're making excuses. But there's going to come a time that you're going to need to let it go so you can free yourself up to receive all the amazing things that God has for you, to receive all the love that is out there for you to receive, and to be able to give yourself the love that you deserve. So listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Girl, I Got You. I want you to stay locked in right here on B3 Media TV. And until next time, I got you.
Don't miss out on the opportunity to be inspired, informed, and empowered. We are B3 Media TV.